This is a special presentation from the Metaverse Racing News Network.
Oh, good day, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Where'd Ant-Man go? There he is. All right. We are back with the Upland Racing Series Blossom Season Finals. Joining us today, our very good friend, X1 the Gamer. X1, how's it going today, my friend?
Oh, very well. You guys got me pumped with your first stream, your first set of races. So now we've got the last races of the 24-25 season. This is our first complete season out of beta that we're doing. So very, very excited. Every season they're always exciting, but this season I think in particular, because this will decide who's in the Genesis Week Championship.
That's right. And let's talk about that real quick for just a second, because the Genesis Week Championship is the top 12 drivers on the overall yearly leaderboard that's there. So, and we're going to take a look at that here in just a minute. But you know, those top 12 drivers are going to go to that Genesis Week final, and we're really going to see who's the best of the best of the best on that race.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
right.
This is it. This is for all the marbles.
That's right. All the marbles. Here we go. This is the last chance to get in here on this Genesis season final. But this is Blossom season, so this is a chance to jump in there and grab some points. But I did want to quickly look at where we are from who made it in and who's not in, and the finalists that were there. This was our final leaderboard, and as you can see, the little green pluses on that championship side, those are folks that are in the finals for the first time in a season. So those are new drivers in for the very first time racing in this season. And then on the other side there, on the recreational side, you can see who's got the 1 through 12. Omar was admitted at the 8th spot because he made the finals as the second place position in the championship circuit. So that's the only correction that we had on that board that I could see, unless there was something else that happened that I don't know about.
Yeah, very cool. I think the adjustments, which were suggestions from the community, with suggestions from the Ultimate Racing League community specifically, to go to a lower staking overall, one staking, really opened up, I think, a lot of players' first-time experience on the leaderboards. So that was good to see. This being the last race of the season, we were locked in kind of to a format for this entire year. Once Genesis Championship is over, we can sit down with our friends at the Upland, the Ultimate Racing League, the Upland Garage, all of the players, and figure out, okay, what worked this year, what didn't work this year, how do we improve it, how do we go forward from here. It's an exciting time for racing overall. I think we're seeing more racers than ever before. We just launched the kart challenge that's going to start being seasonal, multiple. By the way, there's only one this season. Oh, karts will have multiple challenges per season going forward. So that will be something that's more regular. We're really just at the beginning of all this, so it's really exciting.
Yeah. And let's talk about that, because we saw that announcement as we were racing the last time around. This is the go-kart challenge that's coming along. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to take place on the Quail Kart circuit in Bakerfield. It's going to be awesome. It's a 3-day event from what I could quickly read between the last race and this late race. 5-minute preparation there on that announcement. So we're doing the best we can. Tell us about it a little bit.
Yeah, so it begins on Monday, ends on Wednesday. So here we're in the final week of the Blossom season. It is on the Quail Kart circuit in Bakersfield. So only one circuit to worry about there. It will be karts only. There's no MPS. It's at the lowest MPS, so there's no power-ups used. And it's 100 UPX staked. Public races with AI opponents enabled. It's fastest time. Who can get the fastest time on that track? The top 25 players will receive rewards, with the top 3 players getting a brand new, unveiled for the first time right there, the Kart Challenge badge. So very excited. This is just the beginning. Now, keep in mind, each kart challenge could be slightly different in how we do it. We've done some that are more like endurance / cannonball type races. This one is strictly time on one kart, or on one track rather. So it's going to be interesting to see who's the fastest. The cool thing about karts, and I think what makes kart the kart racing really exciting is every time you load up the racetrack, it's a different configuration with how the arrows are dropped, the boosts are dropped, the obstructions are dropped. So very, very, it just makes it cool. I ran it like 3 times yesterday, and each time had a different variation of how the track is laid out and had a different time as a result. So
yes, that's one thing that I love about the kart racing now is that it can be, it literally, even if you're on the same track, it can be a different race almost every single time. Whether, it's the block, the crates are in different positions, the boosts are in different positions. I know that there's a lot of racers out there who've kind of worked their way to figure out how the kart racing works. And I expect to see some very fast times out there on that track. So I can't wait. I'm going to be out there doing it because I love karts, as evidence here.
the kart museum. The kart museum is cool.
The Castle Run Kart Museum, located in Kansas City in the Citadel neighborhood, 2000 East 60th Street. If you get a chance to go check it out, over 120 unique individual karts on that property. It's super cool.
That's wild. And just to be able to fit that many karts on a property too.
Karts is my thing.
Yeah,
love them. I just love the uniqueness of them. The fact that that it just, the artwork and the designs that people come up with are phenomenal.
Oh, absolutely. Amazing collector pieces. So everybody, if you want to prepare for this, go to the secondary market, just search karts. There's a ton of amazing design karts out there. We're also treating karts and these as introduction to racing because it's kind of done on your own time. They're very simple. They're a lot of fun. So for ease of access, starting on Monday, we will be offering starter karts for 15,000 because they're just super basic. They're not even close to the really cool designs that you can get from any of our fantastic creators in the community. They're there primarily for new players that want to jump in and just, hey, how do I don't know how to get to the secondary market or anything like that. But regardless, I think this sets a new flag in the sand for racing and definitely for kart racing.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so speaking of racing, let's get back to it because this is where we stand on the current leaderboard for the yearly seasonal challenge here. So right now, of course, City Pigeon sitting on top, Crawley 27 in that second place position, about 42 points behind. So, be definitely locked in, City Pigeon locked in that first qualifying spot. No question about it, because Crowley cannot catch up after this, even after this race, before the Genesis finals. But one thing I want to note about this board here is all the minuses, because the minuses are there for folks who did not make this season's race. And notably, you'll see both position 3 and 4 there, San Mahoney and Matsuda, neither one able to qualify for the Blossom season finals. But what this does do is this allows those people down in the 16th, 17th position, Funky Beach, JH 2271, both are in the finals, and they will have the opportunity to make up some points and possibly get into a qualifying position. Because if you'll look between, positions 10 and 16, we're only talking 8 points difference. Yep. So it is definitely an opportunity for these drivers to get into the finals, and also for Alejo and Bajo there to grab some additional points and cement their spot in the finals as well. So very good.
So what makes this exciting too is not only do players, really, their fate is in their own hands. Some players have a chance to make the finals, and some players have a chance to get knocked out of the finals.
That is correct,
depending on what happens. So
yeah, 100%. And let's talk about this track, because this is where we are. We are on the New York Monument Speedway, and this thing is insane. Yeah. It is 28 turns, 6.3 miles or 6.03 miles. It's insane. So races on average are going to be about 9 minutes. And I can jump over to, if I jump over to my upland.info, I can kind of see, who's got fast times, what the times were. And right now, City Pigeon has the fastest qualifying time with a 3:02.877. And then here again, Wander 1976 has the fastest finishing time with a 9-minute flat 0.522 finishing time. Now, I have to say that is without boosts at all. The MPS that Wander 1976 had was a 202, so he was running in an S1R, and City Pigeon was running in an S1E for the fastest lap time with no boost at an MPS of 194. So this track is just crazy. It's easy to lose track of where you are, what turn you're in, where to go. I mean, it's just insane, absolutely insane, but it's fun. So we're gonna see a lot of stuff today, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the other thing that I love about the New York, it's one of my favorite racetracks because of the amount of landmarks that you see as you fly past it. I think that really stands out, and we're going to see just the beauty of those structures as you drive by. So just if you're new to Upland, if you're new to racing, you're about to see, like, what is there, 4 landmarks here that we'll see here in 3D.
Four landmarks on this track. So this is an awesome track. It's going to be a lot of fun. But we are going to, now that we've already talked about the kart challenge coming up. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to give everybody a chance to win a full set of MCM F5 series karts. This is 7 karts in the series. And we're going to give everybody a chance watching the stream today to win a full set of these karts. So you'll have an opportunity to get out on the track and win and get in on that challenge that's happening starting on Monday. So hashtag MCM right now, and you can get yourself a set of these carts at the end of the show today. So we're gonna
right on. And there's no excuse for not racing once you get a set of 6 carts, especially those ones, man. Those are sick.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this race started. Let's jump out and see who we've got in heat number 1. And heat number 1 is going to be City Pigeon, Bajo, Funky Beats, JR Wheels, Wander 1976, and Razzle Dazzle. And City Pigeon, highlighted in green there as our number 1 qualifier, will start the race for us and get the lobby started. And we will be able to track all of that with myupland.info. So City Pigeon, Bajo, Funky Beats, JR Wheels, Wander 1976, and Razzle Dazzle.
Yeah, shout out Kylie Rose in chat. This is my first time watching a race with the community, and I only have a cart, so I don't get to race much. But welcome Kylie Rose to your first live race.
Absolutely welcome. And also don't forget to check us out. We race every Friday afternoons, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, for the Ultimate Racing League, and we're currently in our Champions Series races. We just finished up race number 4 earlier today, and they were awesome. So definitely want to hit us up. Check us out. You can find us on Discord. Our link is in the description below.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe as well to the channel, everybody, and hit that thumbs up button. It really helps get this video out to everybody.
Appreciate it, guys. And we do have a code, Chef.
And code is posted. So we are going to jump in, make sure we get all of our racers in there. Okay, we currently have City Pigeon, Bajo, and Wander in there, just looking for Funky Beats, JR Wheels, and Razzle Dazzle.
Funky Beats and Razzle Dazzle are having a little trouble.
Code is active for me.
Of the monument tracks, is this the most difficult? It's definitely the longest. Where does this rank for you?
It's actually not the longest. Paris is a little bit longer.
Oh, Paris is longer. Okay.
Yeah, Paris is 6.6 miles. But as far as difficulty is concerned, this 100% is the most difficult track
Mm.
on all the monument tracks for sure. All right, we currently have 2 drivers that are having issues with the code. Giving incorrect.
And Ant-Man, for yourself, while we're sitting here for new racers or new players who might be looking to get into racing, any tips that you have for them? What's the best way? Is it karts? Is it to jump into racing? What do you think?
It's definitely karts. I mean, karts are the easiest entry into racing, and just to get a feel of it, because I think once you start racing, it's pretty addicting, man. Like, getting your foot in the door, and then after that, no one has to tell you to keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there's so much to it. I mean, you have all levels. Because I think that's one of the concerns. Like, oh, I don't know if I should do racing. Everybody's so much better than I am. I don't know if I have the time to get good. But there's all sorts of levels, so you don't have to be advanced. What we're watching today, these are the best of the best. But there's all kinds of levels from beginners to medium skill levels and everything in between.
Yep. And since then, I've become a car collector now. So
Nice.
it's a rough habit, man.
Yeah,
But I love it. I love it though.
Yeah, tell me about it. I have a terrible car habit.
Right now, I'm working on getting a set of First Mint SEs or First Mint S2s.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Oh,
So I got the
interesting.
base. I have the R, and right now I'm looking for S2E First Mint.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. There you go, everybody. If you have got an S2E,
Oh yeah,
hit up Ant-Man.
let me know, man.
Yeah. Tolton Medadventure says we all sucked when we started. It just takes practice.
Yep,
That is a 1,000% true statement right there.
absolutely.
And then me, yesterday I was like I said, I was going through the kart racing, and I'm trying to mimic these pro championship racers, and I'm like trying to wobble before the turns and move all around and see like, okay, what can I do to get an advantage here? And it's like a puzzle. That's what makes it so fun.
Man, when I first started racing, that was when I met CP, and I had no idea who this guy was. He just kept taking my upicks, and I'm like, like I was so close this time. I'm like, I'm gonna put in some more money, man.
All right, we still got about a minute and a half left in the lobby, and Razzle Dazzle is having issues getting in. So I may have to join in this one just so we can get it on stream.
Very good. Kylie Rose says, I love racing and used to be awesome back in the day, about 10 years ago or more when I was a teen, early 20s with other racing games. Yep. This one's unique. This one, like I said, it's a puzzle. It's very strategic with racing. So less twitch, more strategy. I think that makes it both accessible and deep, which is interesting.
Right. All right, I am going to jump in. I'm going to jump in with an S1 just because I want to get around the track in some sort of timely fashion here. And I will stay in lane number 1.
So for everybody who's viewing for your first time, this is going to be heat number 1. There's 2 heats here that will determine the final race for the top points for the championship bracket and ultimately decide who is in the Genesis Week championship race. Some big prizes yet to be announced. So this is the best of the best. This is it. It all comes down to this.
Right on. Getting goosebumps, guys.
I always do, which is why I've been doing this for so long now.
Oh yeah. But this is like the official moment where you can have all the bragging rights in Upland. Like, you are the guy. Right?
I hear music. Are we going? Are we ready?
I'm just doing my qualifying lap real quick.
I see.
I'm gonna pull it up on screen here so everybody can kind of see
There
it.
you go.
I get hyped as soon as I hear the music.
And you can see here, this is it. This is, there's a landmark right there. Check that out. These amazing buildings. This is New York. This is the Monument Track. It's an excellent introduction to Manhattan. and just the wonder that is Manhattan with all the landmarks there. Amazing track.
Amazing track and amazingly hard.
Yeah.
And that could be part of it too. It's easy to zone out on the landmarks. You know, you got to stay focused on the race.
Yeah. I mean, here's another landmark coming up here that you could see,
yeah,
and another one as you turn the corner.
And I love seeing the tracks fill up too. It's like it's really cool. Like each time you race, you might notice a new building, or just seeing it fill up in general is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so for those, we have a few new players here watching. For those who are new, everything you see here on screen, all the structures, all the buildings, they are owned and built by players who own properties here along the track. That's a question that often comes up here is why so much emphasis on racing? Why is racing, it's not so much emphasis, but why is racing even a part of Upland? This is a property trading game. And it's because it's a utility that brings value to properties. The best tracks, the most used racetracks are racetracks that have a community around them. They're racetracks that have been built up via property development, and all of those things brings value to your property, brings value to the neighborhoods, the nodes, and the communities that utilize these speedways to their maximum.
Right on. I love the way you're so eloquent with your words, man. Like that was a great explanation.
Well, thank you.
But it's so true. That's like one of the coolest parts is the fact that like these cities that we're driving through are actually built by the players.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Mass Chef, as you drive through here on the qualifying lap, is there anything that players should be paying attention? Anything that they should be looking at with how players handle the corners? What power-ups should be used, etc.?
Honestly, I in my opinion, I believe that your best power-up combination is probably handling gum, and a lot of it. That would be my best advice. But the track is a little bit tricky. It does have some tricky spots, especially on the backside there. There are some, once you get it, if you skid and get around a corner, there is a slow lane that you got to get out of sometimes. But this is definitely a very complicated and technical track, and took a skid there. Yeah,
hey, we're looking good, Chef.
And just long. I mean, just to remember where all of the turns are and where you are on the track.
Yeah.
For 3-minute laps is that by itself is grueling. So.
Well, and then timing your boosts correctly with that kind of length. You don't want to do it too early. You don't want to do it too late.
Yeah.
You don't want to hold them too long,
And we'll see, we'll get to see, how these drivers have been practicing this course, because you'll see, I don't know. I haven't practiced it enough to know where all the nuances of the track are. But, I've been on the track several times, and but sometimes when the mechanic changes or something new happens, sometimes the sweet spots on the track can change as well. So unless you've practiced, and had time to be out on the track, you really just don't know.
Yeah.
Very true.
So here we go. We are getting ready for race number 1, heat number 1 here to our Blossom 2025 championship.
Go, guys.
Hopefully we can get everybody connected here. Just waiting on Funky Beats and Bajo to finish connecting up.
Kylie Rose, shout out, says it's almost 5 a.m. here. I think they're in Australia, so way to so early. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stay too long, but I love this and hope to become a part of the racing community much more in the near future. And please, these tips help. Thanks for that. Absolutely. Make sure again you head to the in chat there, or in the description rather. There's the Discord link. Best way to get connected with racing, the Ultimate Racing League's Discord server. Fantastic group of people, really strong community. Also, come join the Upland Discord as well. Another good way to get started. So,
And our the Ultimate Racing League is not just an individual league; it's a community of other leagues as well. You can come in there and you can contact, get connected with other leagues like the Upland Garage and others who, JH does some racing on his server, and you can just kind of get around in the racing community and make your way around. And there's lots of folks that'll help you get out on the track and get started.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of guys just really, really willing to help without any payback or anything. These guys are definitely awesome.
And we're still just waiting on some connection here. Hopefully it's not mine.
That was a really cool compliment, Kylie. Thank you. It made me feel really good. So I'm staying up that late just to watch this. That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah, that Australian time difference is rough.
It's rough.
They're
coming
at us from the future, and it's a difficult overlap.
Yeah, that one's rough. All right, here we go. We're off to the start now.
Ooh, good luck to everybody.
And City Pigeon jumping right out in front with his Miami edition. I know that's got Ant-Man's attention.
Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful.
That is a beautiful car.
Yes, it is. I got
JR Wheels. JR Wheels and Funky Beat's going to battle it out now for second and third. Wander trying to get up in there as well. Funky Beat's able to get away a little bit. Now coming up on JR and able to pass him. JR getting stuck in the slow lane. That's what I'm talking about right there. Taking a skid and then not being able to get out of that slow. You've got to change. Yeah, you've got to change lanes to get out of that. And City Pigeon's going to get way out in front here.
Yeah, CP's gone, man.
Well, look, the amount of lane changes here. You could see, take notes, everybody.
Yep.
How it's raced. Same junior wheels, same type of strategy here.
Man, that Miami edition looks so good.
No. All right, hang on.
Luckily, these are long races, so we'll be able to jump right back in. Occasionally this happens, and you've got to jump out and jump back in.
Yeah,
I think you guys said it in your first stream here. What would racing day be without one or two technical glitches?
Oh yeah, it's always like that, man. But we work through it. And that's the great part, where we're always able to get through it. Man, I felt so cool when I got my Miami truck.
Oh,
it's
you have
like
that?
the one thing. Yeah, I got one. Number 2, actually.
Very nice. And we are back. We're reconnected here. When we were gone, did anybody switch places there?
Ooh, let's see.
Nope. Looks like everybody's still in the same spot they were in. JR Wheel still running in second place. City Pigeon still out in front with a huge lead now. Several seconds. Probably six or more seconds into the lead there.
And we didn't look at the cars chosen. Is everybody on an S1 today?
Looks like I see a bunch of S1s. There's a 1R, Bajo in a 1R, Wander in a 1R, JR Wheels in a 1R, and City Pigeon in a Miami Edition 1R.
So this is, even with City Pigeon's lead here, this is a long race. He's only starting lap 2. I mean, if he makes any big mistakes, we could see a change there. But really, we're battling out for second and third here. The top 3 from this heat will go to the finals. So
right. And Bajo trying to catch up with Wander 1976 there. Having a bit of an issue. We're starting to get the racers spread out a little bit, which often happens on these long tracks.
Yeah, then you're pretty much just racing yourself, trying not to make any mistakes. Those skids can really slow you down.
Yeah, it's all about the mistakes, for sure. You've got to get around with as few mistakes as possible.
So we are on lap 2. Has everybody? It looks like everybody's used their boosts for the most part. Who are we able to see those?
We cannot. Nope. We
Well,
can
that
only.
that one is your boost, correct?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me. Yep. And when I reconnected, the computer took over and used 2 of them. So
Yeah. It's trying to help you out.
Yeah,
you weren't doing good enough.
right. Thanks. All right, Wander right here, sneaking up on JR Wheels. Watch out. We can see a position change right here because he's got some speed. And there he goes.
Very nice.
Taking the inside, but JR took that corner nicely.
Oh,
As long
blocking,
as he
trying to
get
block
back
him
around.
off.
Oh, now JR trying to take the outside.
Oh, that's a
it's
battle.
Oh,
Well done.
whoa,
Oh,
wow.
squeaks
JR
through.
with the speed boost getting up through. Wander got
Nice.
stuck coming around that corner. They're going to battle it out here for
Ooh,
going
clean
into this
corner.
third lap. Once we get around to the third lap, that is.
They both took that corner very nicely. Nobody's literally neck and neck coming
Neck
in here.
and neck. Both of them getting a little bit of a skid, but no real hurt there for either one of them. And they
man.
are running side by side,
Isn't it
coming
crazy,
around
dude?
here. And
Ooh.
this is where the battle is right now. Funky Beats in 4th place. Now Bajo in 5th place, trying to catch up to her. Bajo making the pass on Funky Beats, able to jump up into that 4th place position. Does he have time to still catch up to Wander and JR Wheels? JR's got the best of Wanderer so far.
Oh, still
Wanderer's
close.
not giving up. Still
Yeah.
very, very close. And we still have approximately 5 minutes left of this race. So still lots of time to go.
Lots of road to race, a lot of mistakes to be made, a lot of opportunities to capitalize.
And City Pigeon is
Yeah, I
just
think they
running
were
away with
too.
this.
Ooh, that was a bad one.
Man, that turn is so
Yeah.
rough. And
That's
CP
brutal.
trying to use a boost to get back up at the cruising speed there.
smart. Yeah, because that was a rough one.
JR Wheels making good use of those boosts getting back up there. Wander's still right behind him. And it's all about who's going to make a mistake. That's what this is.
Yeah, on these turns are critical. You got to play them to perfection.
And
Yeah, 'cause it's so
especially
much
right
space
there,
with
that hairpin turn right there, if you're not right dead on it, it's going to get you just about every time. And here comes
here we
Wander
go.
up on JR Wheels, trying to go the outside, gets a skid. Little too much speed going into that. And a nice clean turn there, so should make up some time as JR took a little bit of a skid on that last turn.
Problem after you skid, you don't want to get gun shy either. You don't want to hit
Right.
the brakes too much. That's it's a mental game, really.
Yep. That's part of my hang up is I think I overbrake sometimes.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'm afraid of the skid, you know?
And again, it is so easy to lose track of where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, this track is almost a maze, really, of
It
turns. Then going through Manhattan, it's already a small condensed island, and we've got a huge racetrack here in the middle of it.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's like that for some people in real life driving through the city.
Right? Bajo was able to get away from Funky Beats there for a little while, but Funky's having some issues as well. Bajo getting stuck in that slow lane.
It's like we are coming around to the final half of the final lap. City
JR
Pigeon
trying to catch up to Wanderer. Wanderer was able to get around him while I was off on the
This
Bajo adventure there.
Ooh, look at that.
And Wanderer able to hold JR off.
Nice.
That is a battle.
And this
It
is
is, JR 's
absolutely
not,
the battle here. And
not
now
easy to find.
Wanderer was able to get around that turn nice and clean. And as you can see, gets rewarded for it with a little bit of a distance gap there.
Bajo's countrymen have come to cheer him on.
And CP has already finished the race, and we'll see what the time difference is here.
Great work, CP.
Here we come around this last straightaway.
And let's see, we're in JR Wheels' car here.
Can he catch Wanderer, or is he going to take third?
And it looks like he's going to. Oh, he did save a boost, so that was good thinking on his part. And that is probably going to get him into the finals there for sure. Very nicely done.
Nicely done. Congratulations to our top 3 of heat number 1. That was some quality racing. It's going to see who battles it out in the finals here. We've got one more heat for the top 3. Everybody is just it's a lot of hard work just to get to this point. So congratulations to everybody for making this heat. But we're obviously looking forward here to the finals. We've got another 3 to decide. 3 down, 3 to go.
Yeah.
That's right. Just waiting for this race to finish up here so I can grab a quick screenshot.
That was a fun race. That was particularly watching that second and third run there. They were neck and neck in some cases, multiple times, position changes. Well done, everybody.
Yeah, that was a great battle between JR Wheels and Wander 1976.
Yeah, it was
100%. But I would just like to point out that there is a 19-second difference between City Pigeon's first place finish and Wander 1976 grabbing that second place spot.
That's seconds with a capital S. That's not milliseconds. That's a beating.
Yeah, that's a huge victory for City Pigeon there. So very nicely done. And so now let's go ahead and
while we're doing that, everybody, we've got 30 people watching live here. We've got almost 100 people over on Twitter watching live. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps get more exposure to the Upland Racing Series, the Upland Racing News Network, and the Ultimate Racing League. So if you're here, hit that like button and share the video. If you're on Twitter, retweet the video. It very much helps. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in to our Blossom Season Championship Racing.
All right. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump over to see who is going to be heat number 2. We have Omar, who is a first-time finalist. He's going to be our starter as well. JH 2271, Crowley 27, Alejo, Cruzarito, and Acapropi. All of those drivers, previous finalists, season finalists, I should say, for the races. So, and don't forget.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I was going to say, don't forget hashtag MCM. Make sure you get in there to win yourself a set of carts. Don't want to forget that.
Any favorites in this next race? Anyone really stand out? Is it a pretty even field?
I gotta be honest. I mean, well, Omar is our second place qualifier, and had just an amazing season of racing. Put up several thousand points, a little over 3,000 points on the board. Now I have to remind everybody, they're putting up these thousands of points, and it was only possible to win 15 points max on each race, and that's if each race was full. And that's what made the recreational board so awesome as well, because Picasso, who won that board, put up over 4,000 points. Woo! Which
hours and hours and hours of racing.
That is ridiculous hours of racing.
Fabs Block says it's going to be a great race. I mean, if it's anything like that first race, it's going to be very entertaining. Excited to see who sets the pace here in this second heat. Remember, everybody, the top 3 in heat 2 will face the top 3 in heat 1. It's going to be intense. Can anyone close that 19-second gap that City Pigeon posted up there in heat number 1? It's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, because you're going to have everybody just needs to pay attention to the fact that that is the mark that you need to meet. That 3 that 19-second finish there, that's huge. So that definitely sets a very high bar for the rest of these drivers for sure.
And that's why he's the world-renowned city pitcher. So,
That's right.
All right. We have a code.
We got a code up?
Yeah.
I don't see a code up.
It's like mixed.
Oh,
in.
I do see the code up. Yep, mixed in. There we go.
Cruiserito said, I messed up and didn't add my power-ups.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ouch, man.
That could be an issue. And we already have all 6 drivers in there, so that's good.
We're on top of it. Here we go.
Let's get in there ourselves. Enter code.
Again, everybody, just a reminder, everybody in chat, we have 12 likes and 30 people watching. Let's get the 30. Let's hit the singularity. 30 watchers, 30 likes.
I love it. Oh, we got a correction from CP. He says that's 43 seconds. What?
Well, if that's correct, then that's even more impressive. So well done.
Hey, what the heck, man? He's about to laugh people on this.
All right, we do have everybody in qualifying, so that's good news. All right, we're going to let these guys finish up their qualifying. We're going to jump away for a quick break, and we will be right back.
First time got a game to win. Never take an L cause I play to win. Will is strong, my name is him. Inspiring my eyes, got a flame within. When I fail, I will prevail. Heads and tails, I had the nail. Face my fears and conquer thrones. Put it on the line when it's time to go. Oh, they wanna talk about greatness. Putting in work like a day shift. Ball so hard, need a Naismith. This is my time, won't waste it. Won't waste it. This is my time, won't waste it. I won't waste it. This is my time, won't waste it.
Wow, well done. That was cool. That pumped me up.
Everybody's coming out with these great commercials, man.
All right, we got our first qualifier up on the board. Let's go ahead and check out where we are here so far. We've got Crowley 27 puts up a 256.816. Super fast.
Woo!
Super fast.
Like lightning.
Trying to see his power-ups. Nice, man.
So it looks like so he's using a scent there. Looks like a brake power up.
Yeah, very nice.
Omar using a scent and a couple of them actually. Well, there goes Alejo jumping up the board with a nitro and a what's that other one? I can't remember what the gold one is. That one's brake.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Yeah, I don't remember which one.
I got too many screens up.
And I know.
Who are we looking at? Sorry.
I was looking at Alejo there in that second qualifying position.
That's the nitro brake oil.
Yeah.
So braking precision makes sense going for that with
all
these turns.
Yeah. And Alejo going with an extra nitro boost there, and Akapropi with an extra nitro boost as well. JH, there you go. JH with the handling gum all around. Handling gum and braking.
Yeah.
Smart, man.
For those of you that don't know, we've got a few of the trees, the Aeroscent trees, those give you increase your top speed. Really interesting combination there. I wouldn't have expected that, to be perfectly honest, with the amount of turns on this race course, but looks like that's a strategy here players are utilizing.
A little risky.
I mean,
I agree, but
there is one real good straight on this track where you could definitely hit a very nice high end speed. But man, once you get on the backside and start getting into those tricky turns, I'm a firm believer that brakes are the best way to go.
Yeah, and sorry, it's not top speed over. It's top speed on your boost. Apologies, but yeah, which I guess actually makes sense. If you
That,
time
yeah,
your
I
boost
guess
correctly, yeah.
that does make more sense. Yeah. It looks like everybody's connected fairly well here.
New York Speedway.
If I was in the championship, I would always be on a PC, hardwired to the internet.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Gaming,
100%. Yep.
competitive gaming 101. You don't want any lag.
Yep.
You want to mess with that Wi-Fi, and you want no interruptions.
Yep.
That's too funny, man. Man, it's hot in here, and I'm still getting goosebumps, dude. What is going on?
And we haven't even started the finals yet.
Yeah, we've still got a final
We're
left
still,
after
we're
this.
still qualifying.
Right?
So for the Ultimate Racing League, when is your next season start? You just finished up one. When is your next?
So we're halfway into the Champion Series season right now.
Okay.
We still have 4 weeks left of that. That'll conclude on the Friday of Genesis Week.
Oh, excellent.
That's
That's right. You guys always time it with Genesis Week. That's
Yep.
cool.
And then we take a break for the summer, and we start back up in the third week of August with the Pro Series again. So
Smart. Yeah, that's smart. After Genesis season and Genesis week, it's just hard to nail down times for people.
Yep.
Everybody's traveling, vacations,
yep,
etc. So
summertime, and everybody wants to be doing other stuff, and
Yeah.
Absolutely.
totally want people to have that opportunity for sure.
And for those who are interested, how does one go about starting a team? How does one go about getting a team qualified with you guys?
Yep. So we just expanded to 18 drivers, or 9 teams. That was a new expansion as of the Champion Series. So it was pretty rough, but basically you have to, we have team owners. We have that come out and sponsor their teams, whether it's through cars or whatever, providing UPICs for the racing fees or whatnot. But yeah, there's a whole lot to it. But I always tell everybody the best way to get started is jump in a cart.
There you go.
Jump in a cart.
We jumped out in heat number 2, and Crowley using that boost, getting his top speed up there, jumping out to the lead, first place.
With a
Took that turn a little
beautiful,
rough.
beautiful
Here we go
UK
back.
edition.
Yeah, back into second place here is Alejo. Cruiserito up into that third place position. Omar 57 in fourth. JH in fifth. Akapropi in sixth. JH and Akapropi are going to battle it out here for a minute. Alejo trying to make some moves on Cruiserito and catch up here. Everybody struggling with those turns.
Mhm.
We fully expect that.
Yeah.
Let's see how far back. Let's see if we can see the back end of Crowley's car here so we can see how far behind Cruiserito is. And I can see car up there, just
there he is,
passing
right
in
at the
front of the
turn.
monument.
So,
Yep,
still
right at the
into
turn.
it, not out of it at all by any means.
Definitely not.
Now remember, Cruiserito forgot power up, so this is pure racing right here.
Oh yeah. Oh man, Cruiserito. Still holding it down, dude. It might have been a good thing.
And Alejo holding down third place position right here for now. But Omar right behind him and JH right behind him. Akapropi having a little bit of a struggle in his what is that, UK edition there? Yeah, 2 UKs on this track.
Wait, what? 2 UK? That's cool, man. I thought it was just Crowley up front.
Akapropi also running the UK edition there.
Nice, man. You don't see that often. 2 UKs.
And it looks like our battle again is going to be on the second place spot here. Cruiserito choosing to use a boost there. Looks like Alejo may have saved one.
You're trying to close that gap. Is he going to be able to do it?
Oh, and Cruiserito with a crash into that turn.
Yeah.
Oh, able to get out of it, though.
That's a difficult section right there.
Man, that is a tough section.
Especially when you see a guy coming up in your rearview mirror. Oh, man. You're like,
Alejo came up to the back of Cruiserito, but Cruiserito able to block him out.
Yeah, fend him off. Remember, Cruiserito has no power-up, so...
Oh, yeah, if you get past him.
Oh,
There he goes.
Oh!
Alejo using that boost that he didn't use on that last straight to get past Cruiserito up into that second place position. And now let's see if he can hold Cruiserito off.
Yeah, Cruiserito hanging in there, not letting him get too far ahead, taking those turns correctly. Oh, and there goes Alejo taking off there.
Yeah, Alejo took off there. Cruiserito unable to
Poor guy.
bounce back from that last turn.
Way to fight it out, though, Cruz, man. Very impressive.
Remember, we are only on lap number 2. We just started lap number 2. There's a lot of road to race, a lot of opportunities potentially here for players to make up some track, make up some time. A lot of opportunity also for players to make mistakes.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, he put way down there.
And don't forget, it's the top 3 of each heat that make it into the finals. So currently we have City Pigeon, Wander 1976, and JR Wheels sitting in their finals position. And we're looking for the finalists on this heat to join them. Crowley out in the lead by a long way. And I'm predicting a pretty intensive race between Crowley and City Pigeon in the finals, because I think Crowley's probably got this one. I know it's pretty early to call it, but barring something really crazy.
I mean, Crowley's got the confidence, man. He's been saying it all the while, man. He might beat CP. Starting to believe him, man. He's coming hard.
Ooh, that turn. That
is a rough turn, boy. Yeah. That's rough. I want to see how Alejo handles that turn as well. Coming here, see if he can catch up any. And
he's not bad.
A little smoother. Yep.
Yeah. Came out of it pretty decent here. Will be enough. I don't know, but not too shabby.
Yeah, not bad.
Cruiserito boost.
Yep, trying to get back in the game here.
He's used a few. Has he used 3? I don't know. Not that I've seen. I think this was his second one. He may have one left.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Oh, and such a brutal section of the track right there.
Nice.
Let's see where Alejo is. They're still trying to catch up, but yeah, I think Crowley's got this one kind of nailed out here. Now the question is can Cruiserito catch up with Alejo? And JH is still not that far behind either. If he can get a clean third lap, he could probably catch up to Cruiserito, because Cruiserito came in on 103, JH at 303.
Ooh,
sorry, JH in with 3. Pretty good lap times, and there he is. So you can see Cruiserito right there. It's about getting out of that slow glitch turn.
Every turn is an opportunity to fail or an opportunity to succeed.
Yep.
Right.
And it's about remembering where you are on the track. You know, if you can remember where you are and you can time out those turns correctly, then you definitely can make up some time.
How close are we here in fourth, between fourth and third?
So fourth and third, this is fourth place right here. We're on JH's car right here.
So this is deciding right here who's in the
This is the deciding race right here.
Can Cruiserito hold off JH? Can JH take him, overtake him here? The last lap, this is what it comes down to.
Oh, and a
make
nice
the
turn by
finals.
JH right there. And he
Oh,
does get around
just-
Cruiserito
Oh,
just barely on the
This is a big
outside with a
turn.
beautiful move.
Yeah,
Oh,
took that turn correctly after the fact, too, to maintain that lead. Looks like he's slowly increasing it here.
Yeah, he's got some
He's getting
speed.
a
So
gap.
hopefully JH is going to make it up in there if he can maintain this position.
As long as he doesn't, skid out here,
Yeah, gotta be perfect at this point.
which there's a handful of these
Right,
turns
yeah.
left, so
And there's
could
still,
be.
yeah, and there's still a hairpin coming. So this is going to be deciding right here. This hairpin right here is rough.
Oh, look at that turn.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well done.
and they-
Cruiserito took that well as well.
yeah, they both took it fairly well. JH looks like he got the better end of the deal here, but let's see. This is a brutal turn right here, and he's got.
Oh, Cruiserito, I think that took that better.
Oh,
Well,
Cruiserito
he's able
took
to-
a little bit better, but JH can hold him off.
Yeah, JH was able to get back up to speed there just in time, it seems.
Oh yeah, this is good stuff, man.
Oh, here we go,
Here we go.
Cruiserito.
Oh, Cruiserito
Oh, man.
trying back up again. Oh, and there you go, being a little too aggressive there. Let's check
Yeah.
out Crowley coming across the finish line there in first place. And Alejo's going to grab second. Here we go.
Congratulations to first and second. Can JH hold
And here
off? He
comes
did save a
JH.
boost.
Yeah, and JH is going to grab that third and final
Yeah, he
position
saved
there.
that boost. Well done. Way to battle it out to that final lap. And that's what makes this course so difficult. You've got to hold it off
Oh,
each
yeah.
and every lap. And the length gives everybody an opportunity to overtake you.
It does, and the anxiety of that, man, that just it keeps the blood pumping for sure.
And Omar grabbing the fifth place position. Aka Proppy is going to grab sixth. And just a brutal track. And very, very tough to maintain any
Yeah.
kind of position on there and keep your focus all the way around the track.
Yeah.
That's what the important part is you just got to maintain focus.
Yeah, congratulations to everybody here. We're headed to the finals now. For those of you just joining us, we've done our first two heats to determine who the finals are here coming into the Blossom season finals. This will determine who's in the Genesis Week championships. These championships are determined for an entire year. So this is the culmination of all of this past year of racing coming together and determining, hey, who is the best racer of the 24, the 25 season year.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of work, X1. It's definitely a lot of work, man. These guys work so hard all year round. And I mean, it really shows just with the skills and everything that these guys have accomplished so far.
All right, so here is our finalist, City Pigeon. And City Pigeon's going to be our starter because listen to this now. City Pigeon is our starter with an 8:18.868. And then Crowley came in, has the second fastest time with an 8:50. So this is going to be interesting. So we've got City Pigeon, Wander 1976, and JR Wheels. City Pigeon's going to be the starter, along with Crowley 27, Alejo, and JH 2271. And these drivers are going to go at it in just a moment. We'll get this final started. And so I got to ask X1, what do you think? Who you got a pick here?
Yeah, I mean, I am always for the underdog. So I recognize City Pigeon is just seems to be a league above at the moment. But I would love to see if Crowley can put up a competition. I'd love to see if anybody else here can race with City Pigeon. It's going to be interesting to see. Then this next question is if we see the same performance out of City Pigeon that we saw in the first heat or a similar performance. The next question for me is, well, who's that second and third place there? Who can squeak that out? Who's the next fastest? Regardless, it sets up a really fun and interesting finals.
Yeah, I mean, to put this into context a little bit. So between the first place qualifier in City Pigeon at an 8:18 and the last place qualifier as far as time goes in JH 2271, there is almost a 1 minute difference. We are 4 seconds shy of a 1 minute difference between the top 6 racers. So I really, and now that they've had one heat to go through, I fully expect to see some sort of adjustments to the cars as to what boost they're going to use and so forth. So this could be very interesting.
Yeah, 100%. Those power-ups are going to be huge. I think a smart play actually proved that last race to be the max speed boost on your boosts, and then the energy drink, which increases the duration of each boost.
Right.
So that seems to be a good combination. At least that last heat. I'd be very curious about here. Does anybody switch that up for the finals? Or do they stick with that same kind of combination? Braking really didn't seem to work as far as a boost, increased braking, which you think it would. There's a lot of turns there, but it seems it's all about that boost speed, boost duration. That seems to be one of the winning formulas.
And we have all 6 drivers in the lobby and qualifying now. So we are going to give them an opportunity to qualify, and we're going to step away one more time. We will be right back.
The Metaverse Racing News Network, the Ultimate Racing League, and the Upland Garage proudly presents On the Track Live with your hosts, Mass Chef, Ant-Man 89, and world #1 City Pigeon.
All right, and we're back, and just tag on to that. So we now do a show on Saturday nights, in case you didn't catch that whole commercial. It's called On the Track Live. It is public racing during the Upland Racing Series seasons. So while an Upland Racing Series season is happening, we do a show on Saturday nights, and it's a racing power hour. You can come on. If we broadcast the race, and we broadcast races with 6 people in them, so we want full races. If we broadcast the race, then we add some UPICs to the prize pool. We do a wheel spin amongst the 6 drivers to see who gets the prize pool UPICs, and it doesn't matter. We'll do some crazy challenges. During Blossom season, we had a semi truck challenge. If we could get 6 semi trucks on the track, we were giving away 75,000 UPICs, broken up into 3 different wheel spins for the drivers that came on. And we pushed that all season long. And on the very last day, we ended up with 5. We couldn't get 6, but we got 5 semi truck drivers. So we did. Yeah. We still did, just because of the effort, we still did give away 15,000 UPICs in that. But never was able to get 6, but we do challenges like that every week.
I mean, 5 is still an accomplishment. There's not that many semi trucks out there. So for those thinking in chat, like, well, 5 is not that much, you were only able to get 5. No, that's an accomplishment.
That's huge, because let me say this: the semi trucks are very, very rare. Number one. Number two, Abdullah 86 owns 21 of them. So that takes those out off the market. So yes, it's a rare vehicle. It's tough to get, but yeah, join us during the Upland Racing Seasons series events, and on Saturday nights 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll broadcast any race. We don't care, carts, trucks, vans. If we can figure out a way to get mini bikes on there, I'm cool with that too. But yeah, so just come out, join us, have a lot of fun, win some extra UPICs. It's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So it looks like we got all 6 in.
We do have all 6 in. We're getting some qualifying times up now. 2:41 for City Pigeon, 2:56 for Crowley. And That's a big gap. 15 seconds is a big gap for
man.
qualifying.
Yeah, so City Pigeon is using a max performance nitro fuel charge. So this is all about acceleration.
Yep.
That's 100% acceleration. That increases your acceleration. That's the top acceleration power up that you can have in the game. Very interesting strategy there. Crowley's got the second top acceleration as well as that boost top speed combo there. That seems like a good counter to City Pigeon. We'll see. We'll see if he's able to counter that effectively.
And I saw JR Wheels running with 3 of the gold nicotine gums as well. So trying to get some extra handling out of his car. Perhaps that could give an advantage, especially going around some of these tight corners.
Yeah, I would imagine he's able to maintain a higher overall top speed longer. So,
right.
Oh, here we go, everybody. This is it. This is the finals of the final season of championship racing in 2025.
Hey.
And here we go. City Pigeon getting off to a good start. And you can see that acceleration coming right off the line.
Absolutely.
But
Crowley
there goes Crowley
overtakes.
right around the outside. Says, "Nuh-uh, hold on a minute. I got to be part of this conversation." And both of them getting some pretty nasty spins, while Wander 1976 was able to get around that turn very nicely.
Yeah,
But
City
CP
Pigeon uses a
using it
boost there. See if he can catch up to Crowley.
Trying to get
Oh
away.
my goodness!
Oh, my
Just
goodness.
whipped around. Both of them took that turn pretty decent though. Crowley's still managing to keep that lead. Took that turn very well.
Yeah, CP took that turn with no skid
Yeah.
and was able to jump back around Crowley there. But
Wow,
they're going to
wait a
make this interesting. I knew it. And so we've got Wander 1976 in that third place spot, kind of lurking. And you got to watch out for him because, boy, he pulled off a move in the Ultimate Racing League today that was ridiculous in the final race. So if he's lurking, you're in trouble. I can tell you that.
Well, and here's the thing: if two are battling it out, I mean, let them slow each other up, and he can speed right past them.
Yep. And
Smart
looks like
strategy.
JH and Alejo were going at it for a minute. JH with a little bit of an issue going into a wreck there.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Collision.
JH and JR with a huge collision.
Oh my, that
Oh,
hurts.
no, that hurts.
That's when two guys get out of their car and start fighting. That's what
Yeah.
that's what that
Oh,
was.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they'll have to, once they get around to the finish line after lap 3, they can join in on City Pigeon's barbecue and duke it out.
Yeah. Wonders has maintaining a pretty decent top speed here. Trying to catch Crowley and City Pigeon. City Pigeon's around that turn pretty slow as we check in.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Crowley with a very nice turn there.
That's like one of the
Yeah,
hardest
very
turns.
smooth.
Very smooth
City
on that.
Pigeon's
last
still
turn.
on the radar there for him. He's not out of it. Again,
Yeah.
like I said, that combination of power-ups he had, I think, was smart and is a potential counter to City Pigeon's power-up.
Yeah, I would have been scared to go with the speed with all those turns. I definitely think I would have chose a different power up, but he seems to be doing great with it.
Yeah, I mean, it was the acceleration, and with those turns, he probably is thinking you can come out of those really fast over time on such a long track. That probably helps out. But Crowley opting to go with, instead of the top nitro fuel charge, the middle one, and then include for himself the extended boosts there. So
Yep.
Nice.
And Wander holding his own in that third place position.
speaking of
Alejo
boosts, he used
not
boost there.
far behind him. And JH has made up some time there on Alejo, so still not out of it. Still a long way to go. Just coming up on lap number 2 right now. And JR Wheels sticking in there as well. City Pigeon has now made quite an advanced lead here.
Yeah, I think that max acceleration theory did definitely seem to be paying out here.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a scientist with the racing.
Well, I can tell you, he's probably, in the last 48 hours, he's probably ran this track 80 times.
Yeah, he was up training last night.
He was training last night. I saw him out running it again this morning. So definitely not back down. Yeah.
He's like, I'm trying.
Let's see, and now we're getting a little bit spread out here. We've got CP and Crowley both spread out, and then the next, third place also spread out a little bit. Although Wanderer can see Crowley's car up there in the distance, he is making a little bit of move, but those turns,
Killer.
Unless you take them really, really clean,
Yeah.
it's really hard to catch up. And the problem is the further behind you get, the more risk you take trying to going around the corner.
Yeah, you almost have to once you're behind, you've got to be close to perfect.
Yeah, and just diligent. You just got to maintain your game, because you never know when somebody ahead of you is going to make a mistake.
It's true.
Crowley continuing to just go out. And
we got a pass there.
Woo! Alejo coming up on Wander 1976, trying to go in the outside, but Wander able to keep him down a little bit. Alejo took a nasty skid going around that turn, really slowed him up. And now Wanderer using a boost to get back up to cruising speed there. And City Pigeon has just opened this thing up. He is just gone.
Tearing it up, man.
You had a little issue there at the beginning, but once he retook that lead, just slow, consistent, correct decisions time after time on all these turns. That acceleration really seems to be working. That's the answer. It gives you that much of an advantage here on the time around those turns. So many turns probably just adds up over time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he's not really. I mean, he's not really doing a lot of advanced braking, especially if he's coming off of a boost. So that could open up the door a little bit for Crowley here. But he's really got to put the gas pedal down if he hopes to catch up.
And that's kind of one of his trademark things. He's really good with his comeback, man.
Crowley is the comeback king. He has come back. I've seen him come back from way behind before. So you definitely can't count him out.
I mean, this is such a long track.
Yep.
Let's say two mistakes on a lap and you're getting passed. So
yep. As we just saw with Wander 1976 and Alejo back there.
Oh yeah. He pulled up like he wanted to remind me.
Here comes Alejo again, taking the inside. Able to get around Wander for a second.
Oh,
boy, they are trading paint.
It almost looked like they bounced off of each other.
Right? And Wander with a nice clean turn, so he should be able to catch back up, providing he gets his turn clean as well, and he did. And there he goes. He's going to catch back up. And Alejo got out of his way.
Oh, man.
What a move. Wander anticipating that Alejo would move into that inside lane, and he stayed where he was, and that turned out to be pretty good, but Alejo's going to come back here.
Does anybody know what's Alejo's power-ups? Because he does seem to close that gap pretty well, consistently, too.
Yeah, I didn't really catch him before the race started, but
yeah, I didn't catch it either, man. But he's definitely closing that gap, super aggressive.
Yeah, and CP is just so far out into the lead now that I don't think it's even a question anymore of the fact that he's going to take this win right here. And there he goes.
Oof.
I don't remember how.
Did he beat his previous time?
I don't know if he actually beat his previous time or not, but it's going to be really close.
Crowley's looks like he's going to hold on to second place here unless anything happens around these turns.
Nice.
Yeah, he's definitely going to grab second place there. He took that last turn nicely.
CP's like, I knew it. I knew I'm the greatest.
There we go. We are battling out for third, coming in here to the finish line.
Here we go. The battle for third place. And, Alejo is going to have to use a boost to jump in there, but it's a good thing he saved one. But Wanderer is going to grab that third place finish.
Played it right. Well done, Wanderer.
Alejo in fourth. JH now coming up in fifth place. JR Wheels right behind him in that sixth place position. And bam.
Well, congratulations to everybody. This gets everybody that finished here gets points on the championship board. We're going to see who switches position. We're going to see who we have for the final 12 for our Genesis Week final race of the year. It's exciting. Well done. Congratulations. It's impressive to watch everybody. It's fun to see the strategy. It's fun to see over time how that strategy pays off on such a long course like the New York Monument Raceway here.
Yeah, and the course is just crazy. And these guys, obviously, City Pigeon continues to be the greatest.
Greatest of all time, man.
I just want to point out this one thing. This will be the very first 4 times badge in Upland.
Woo! Well done.
This will be City Pigeon's 4th season win.
4th badge, that number 4, the first time it is placed on a badge in Upland.
So it'll be a ×4 for the first time in Upland. So
it seems like there should be a badge of a badge. Like there should be a badge for the first 4.
yeah. Something, maybe we can make it a if you get the 5-peat or something, you get a ridiculous 5-peat badge or something. I don't know, but congratulations to all of our drivers today. Making it into the top 12 is a feat in itself. Making it to the finals after that is just huge. So hats off to City Pigeon, Crowley 27, Wander 1976 grabbing third. Alejo in fourth, JH 2271 grabbing fifth, and JR Wheels in the 6th place position. Awesome driving from everybody.
Yeah, congratulations to everybody. The next time we're going to see them is at Genesis Week, is at the championship, the Grand Championship. So congratulations again to everybody, and huge thank you and shout out to everybody who tuned in today. A couple first timers here. Thank you very much. Again, don't forget to hit that like button in the description. Follow the Ultimate Racing League on Discord. Go join the Discord and let's race. Get into racing, guys. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, and don't forget hashtag MCM right now in the chat. If you put hashtag MCM in the chat, you'll get a chance to win a set of 7 of the MCM Series 5 go-karts and go out and compete starting on Monday in the go-kart challenge. We want you out there. So we'll give this just a couple more seconds here, and we will draw for a winner.
And while we're waiting for that to happen, I just want to remind everybody, if you don't have a go-kart, go get a go-kart Monday. This next upcoming Monday, we do our first go-kart challenge. There's a badge up for prize. There's a Lore Legit up for prize. It's in Quailwood, Rodrigo's track there. It's a lot of fun. Go read the rules, check out the full details, prepare, and get ready to see who can get the fastest time. What's interesting, again, about the time, I think the most interesting part is not everybody's racing the same track. It's on the same track, but those boosts are different laid out. The obstacles are different laid out every single time. So going to be huge. Don't forget, the race does have to be public. It's carts only, no boosts. And it is a 100 UPX staked race every time you race there. So good luck. It's going to be fun to see who gets those times, what they end up being, how close they are. Again, good luck to everybody.
Yeah, and make sure you keep running the track, because the more you run it, the better you're going to get, the more you're going to understand the turns on the track. You may get different boosts every time, you may get different crates every time, but continue to keep running it, because learning the track itself will help you even if there's obstacles. So get out there, put up a good time, and get a badge, get some cool prizes. All right, let's give this away. We're going to do it right now. Here we go. All
Upland
right.
Guide, the one and only.
Upland
Congratulations.
Guide. Way to go. Congrats. So let me do this.
Congratulations to Upland Guide. And also, if you want to know more about how to do racing, the Upland Guide has a guide on it. So go check out Upland Guide. YK 2012 puts that together. He's got a YouTube channel as well. He's also got a website where you guys can go and check out, especially if you're new, a bunch of tips, tricks, strategy, guides. It's the Upland Guide.
Rock on. All right, and that's going to do it for us for today. We really want to thank everybody for coming out and watching us today, watching the finals. X1, thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate having you here and letting us host with you. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you for all you guys do. And thank you to everybody who participates in racing. We're excited for the future of racing, the future of seasons, and for Genesis Week. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah. Rock on. And we will see you on the track. Have a good day.